Hey guys, Disler Magic here, and it's time for a little bit more of an in-depth review of Magic Puzzle Quest. I've been playing the heck out of this game, and I thought, what would be the most helpful for new people is to show off the 5 major dirt cheap planeswalkers. Now, by dirt cheap, I mean dirt cheap. You can get the crystals in one match to buy one entire planeswalker complete with deck. Now, I would recommend getting all 5 eventually for various reasons, but sometimes it's easier to just focus on 1 or 2 decks and 1 or 2 really powerful planeswalkers just to sweep the first couple missions in story mode. Now, I know somebody's going to ask which one's my favorite planeswalker, and I thought I knew, but then it kept changing because I kept changing the cards in their deck. As far as just planeswalker abilities, I think I go with Chandra though, so let's start with Chandra. Now, Chandra is pretty powerful. She's, I believe, a little bit lower on hit points. I haven't been really paying that much attention because, well, she's just so awesome her hit points don't matter. As far as creatures, typical red, I mean, you got your hasters, you got flyers, you got dragons. Not as powerful as white, but pretty darn close. And then she mixes removal, direct damage, and believe it or not, a little bit of mana ramp, which is a little bit of a refreshing change. So her abilities are Flame Shot, Scorching Strike, and Fireball. And with Flame Shot, she deals 4 damage to your opponent, direct to their health, and then you destroy 1 block of 3x3 gems, which you're probably thinking, why would I want to do that? Well, 1, if they have support cards on the field, which, take the place of gems, you could destroy those. And then 2, you might be able to, when you do the 9, or 3x3, which is 9 total gems, when you destroy them, you might accidentally or, fortuitously drop in an actual matching pair of 3. So that's kind of where the ramp comes in. And I know red isn't that famous for ramp. They're more famous for destruction. So I think that was just great. Now, Scorching Strike, this starts way weaker. Right now at level 4, it deals 4 damage to all of my opponent's creatures. I mean, for 9 loyalty? 9 loyalty. Gideon's first ability was 9 loyalty, I think. The third ability, Fireball, even though I only have it to level 3, is insanely powerful. Deal 20 damage to your opponent and destroy 2 blocks of 5x5 gems. There go their supports, and here comes a whole bunch of mana for you. I believe the level 1 version of it does 10 damage to your opponent, and that's it. That might be enough to kill them outright, and I just love watching these abilities get more powerful over time. So Flame Shot being 6 is amazing, so I'll demonstrate Flame Shot right now. There we go, there's the hit, and I didn't quite match anything up, but it dropped in one hell of a match. Look at that. Ooh, nice. Got the Bellows Lizard, love him, he's classic. He gets 1 attack power higher every single upkeep. Oh, they reinforce their Mana Gorger. By the way, reinforcing is what happens when you summon the same creature twice. Now there you see my Avarice's Dragon. It says whenever you draw a card, destroy 3 gems of the opponent's color, which is really nice because, they're green. It gets rid of their green gems, while at the same time potentially linking up some more mana, which it just did. So I think I'm going to use Flame Shot again. There we go. And now I still get to make my move. Ta-da. I think I will. No, I'll replace this one because Scab Clan is really powerful. Gonna get itself killed, unfortunately. Whoops. That's a shame. Ooh, Rogue's Passage. Now, see, that's a good example of a support card right there. It stays out until I destroy it 7 times, which, hello. And it says at the beginning of your turn, the first creature you control gains unblockable. So pretty hard to kill it blocking, but I don't have a lot of blockers in this deck. What I really need right now is to get back up to Scorching Strike level mana, or not mana, loyalty. So I only need 2, which is pretty freaking easy. So let's see. Well, it would be easy if I had any on the field, but red mana will feed into the loyalty. You saw a couple go up there. Oh, the cascading effect helped a lot. Reinforce my dragon with another dragon. I might just be able to drag race them on damage because I'm hitting for 19 per turn and they're hitting for 8. Oh, and of course, my lizard gets bigger every single turn. Oh, there's the free mana, and I'm going to use Scorching Strike just to cover my bases. So that's why Chandra's so unbelievably powerful. You can use her first ability over and over and over and over and over. I mean, it's pretty easy to stockpile 6 loyalty. Oh, look at that. Jeez, I almost feel bad for my opponent. I didn't even improve this deck that much, jeez. There we go. So as you can see, complete and utter domination. Oh, he must have Orbs of Warding out because all the damage is reduced by 2, it appears. Well, aren't we clever? No point in reinforcing him. Scab Clan I could do, though. Oh, she's not on the field. Whoops. That's just bad prospects all around. So whenever you have a bunch of spells you don't really want to cast, you could just go for loyalty. There are no matches to make at this time. But, oh, wow, I am lucky as hell this match. Holy cow. I think I'm going to win just based on damage, though. Oh, Bellower. Oh, that is rough, because when he comes out, he gives free mana. Oh, man, it's not even worth trying to do 4 damage to him. I'm just going to go for the 4 damage, which was reduced to 2 damage, and try to beat him on combat. There we go, replace him. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. So that is Chandra for you. Now, Gideon is pretty darn powerful. Not only can you fill your deck with a boatload of lifelinkers, you can also get all kinds of first strike, flying. I mean, it's typical white combat superiority. But let's go through his abilities. First, we've got Sharp Eyes, and keep in mind these are maxed out to level 4, except for the last one here. So these are going to be a little bit more powerful than the normal abilities at level 1. They do go up pretty quick, though. I think like level 14, they all start just going nuts. So it gives +1/+1, Vigilance, Flying, and Regenerate 1 to target creature. I believe it's +1/+1 in Flying at the lowest level. Then there's, oh, by the way, that's permanent. That's a counter. Then there's Call to Arms. All creatures you control gain +4/+4. Once again, those are counters. That is not until end of turn. And then Champion, which is just unbelievable. It gives +4/+4. Berserker, so it directly attacks the enemy creatures. Defender, so it can block enemy creatures. And Regenerate 3 to target creature, which is self-healing per turn. So I'm going to use Call to Arms here. Once again, doesn't have to be or non-token. It can be any creature. So these are absolutely gigantic. And Gideon himself has a ridiculously high life total. So at any given level, he has a higher life total than any other Planeswalker, as far as I could tell. So let's see what I can do with these new creatures. Oh, Declaration in Stone. That's the other thing. Smite the Monstrous. Destroy target creature with power 4 or more. And Declaration in Stone, just straight up destroy target creature, and then the creature's owner investigates. So, lot of destruction. I mean, you would think black has the most kill, but if you think about Origins and stuff, the other cards in the set, it really wasn't all about kill. It wasn't all about removal. That kind of was white. There we go. Got the loyalty going because I've pretty much got combat superiority. Doesn't matter, though, because I just won. Next up, we've got Jace, and his abilities are the most fun and the most effective. He just basically shuts them down. He is straight up classic blue control. So first we've got Confusion for 6, which gives -5 attack to target creature until the beginning of your next turn. Pretty hard for the creature to attack if it doesn't have any. And if it's a defender, you can swing into it, deal a whole bunch of damage, and they can't necessarily hit you back if they're 5 or below, because they'd be zeroed out. Next up, we've got Ingenuity. I love this one. This is the bread and butter ability that really lets you drive home the control. The last spell you cast or that was destroyed is moved into your hand and has its cost reduced by 4. A lot of the spells cost 4 in my deck, so they're just straight up queued up and ready. But basically, most of my deck is bounce back to hand, bounce back to the top of the deck, or mana draining, which is basically counterspells. So it usually takes the first spell in their hand and just drains it completely of mana. Now, the third ability is not as effective, but if you start driving up the loyalty, it is a good option, and it does only cost 15, and you can store 30. So you could use this back to back. Trap 7, which means 7 of the gems on the field become traps, but the computer player doesn't know which one they are, or if you're up against a human. And if they accidentally set one off, per one that they set off, they drain 6 mana from whatever is in the front of their hand. So let's use that one. There we go. That's where the traps are. Very unfortunate placement. When you set one off, you don't, like, yourself get it. But there we go. Broken Concentration. Oops, I should have turned the second one off. That was stupid. I drained all the mana from the front spell. All right, let's see what he does now. Oh, I'm getting my butt kicked by that Colossus. Now, Niblis has an ability. Whenever you cast a spell, this creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn, and the first creature your opponent controls is disabled. Really would prefer to disable the second one, though. Confusion would help me a lot, but I mean, it's a 12/12. I just need it gone. So what I really need is card draw, and I don't have a whole lot of that in this deck. But blue, obviously, it does have card draw. Oh, there we go. One extra swap because I got that 3x3 cross. Anytime you match more than 5 or 5 or more, you get a bonus card. Or bonus, not a bonus card, I wish. A bonus flip. Oh, I might just kill him. I forgot he's at 14 health. I might just ignore the Colossus. But it would be nice to get a bounce back to hand. Oh, he hasn't hit one yet, but that's broken concentration. And just for safety, let's power him down a little bit. Not permanent, but it's still pretty effective. Oh, 4 loyalty. There we go. Oh, didn't quite refill the ability. I knew I was low. There we go. I won those. So you can see how control heavy he is. Next up, we've got Liliana, and as you would expect, she does pretty much Liliana stuff. This battle's looking pretty grim because, well, this guy's using all flyers. Yeah, he's that guy. You know there's always that guy. Her first ability is Corrupt. It costs a bit, but, you know, it's pretty worth it. At level 3, it becomes actually useful. At level 1 and 2, it's completely worthless, honestly. I discard the last 2 cards in my hand, which, you know, I order them, I change the order, so it's probably cards I don't need. And then my opponent discards the first and last cards in their hand. So if you look right now, his is almost full of mana. That would be devastating if I use that right now. Grave Mist is pretty good, especially at level 3. Activate 5 means I have to actually trip it by matching up the gem. It's kind of like a trap, except I purposely fall for it and set it off myself. But you can do it, you know, 5 times. There's 5 different activations of it. I deal 1 damage to myself as a Planeswalker, and all of the creatures on my side take 1 damage, but then all the creatures on their side take 3 damage, and the opponent takes 3 damage. So pretty asymmetric. At level 2, it's 1 and 2. And then at level 1, it's 1 and 1. So it just keeps getting better and better at high levels. Now, Raise Dead is insane. I believe at level 1, I don't remember about 2, but for sure level 1, it resurrects 1 creature. But at level 3, the last 3 creatures that I controlled that were destroyed are returned to the battlefield. So if somebody board wipes or, you know, just brings a Berserking First Striker, Trampler or something, you know, something like that, I can just bring them all back for 18 loyalty. Considering this deck is just chocked full of lifelinkers, that is important. So I definitely built one that works. She's very picky about her mana, though. I very recently picked up the red and a little bit less recently the blue for the plus on the mana, but she gets a +3 on black because she is all about black. I got her at level 50 here. Let's see what I can do. Let's see. I'm thinking Grave Mist wouldn't work that well because I would kill my own person here. And honestly, that's not a lot of damage. I got Bone Splinters queued up, which is sack a creature I own and take out one of theirs. So I have an idea. Let's see if we can pay for that in 1 swipe. Oh, I just activated my support card, which is a 1/1 lifelink black vampire. I'm going to bypass that, though. Here we go. Bone Splinters. And let's take out the 15/15 demon, which is a triple reinforced 5/5 demon. Pretty powerful. I believe he builds them with his loyalty ability. Oh, and this guy is unblockable, by the way. An unblockable 1/3 death touch, or not death touch, or lifelinker. Ooh, there's another one. Very nice. But I have better plans. Oh, by the way, Eiley is insane. She is really powerful. All right, let's raise Dead on my... There we go. Not right now, and not right now. I pretty much just wanted the Dead Bridge. So let's see. Oh, that's one of his best cards there. It'd be a shame if I destroyed it. Oh no. Good thing it was ticked down to 1. This is going to be close though, because usually I have a lot more lifelink going on. Oh, I just realized that Berserker does not attack flying creatures unless I have flying. That's going to be rough. Way to the Underworld is a nice card though. Farbog Revenant would be a good close second, too. Oh, boy, this is going to be rough. I could drop that. I could do these, but these are my really important cards. So, Oh boy, that Scarecrow, I mean, he's doing damage, but his defender capabilities don't do anything because he's not flying. I really hate decks that are all flying. It's very, very cheap. Shadows of the Past is very annoying. Whoops, it's a trap card that I already set off once, so I'm going to get rid of that. Oh, I guess the card itself was trapped or one near it. That might be it for me. Oh no, but at least you could see how this works. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, her abilities are quite good. I mean, anytime you can just make them destroy something twice, it's really good. So you can see she's pretty amazing. Last but not least, we've got Nissa. She is so unbelievably powerful in that she can just make mana happen. And well, that's classic green. Let's take a look at her abilities, which you may have noticed are now completely charged up. First, we've got Nature's Bounty. It does cost 9, but it's totally worth it. You draw 1 card and gain 3 mana, and then convert 3 gems to green. Now, by gain 3 mana, they mean give 3 mana to the topmost creature, or spell, whatever happens to be first in your line. Now, Nature's Gift, this one's pretty insane. Each of your creatures gets +5/+5 until the beginning of your next turn. That will keep them alive, and that will possibly finish the game. It's very, very, very powerful. Then we've got the absolute madness itself, the only level 2 at the moment, ultimate Nature's Regrowth. Convert 15 gems to green. So, look at the amount of green on the field right now. Let's have some fun surprising Mr. Nantuku. Boom! 17 mana, and that was low. That didn't even chain. That was one of the least lucky ones I've ever seen in my entire life. But look at the beautiful glowing. Oh, the glowing. I love it. And then I still get to make my match. Oh, look, it cascaded. Look at me. So, yeah, that brings new meaning to the phrase ultimate. Oh, there we go. Bounce back to hand. Let's bring out a rocks, and I get an extra one. Oh, that is terrible. Let's see. I think I'll go with that one. Oh, Sylvan Advocate. There we go. And it gets, I think it's +8/+8 as long as there's 8 or more green on the field. And this whole entire deck, all it does is just convert gems to green. That's every creature does it, every spell does it, except for the ones that are important for attacking. Now, right now, it just doesn't matter what I do. I don't need the Hydra, so I'll use Nature's Bounty, draw a card. Unfortunately, it's another creature, but that conversion just happened, and oh, look, there we go. I get to still make my move. I mean, you'll be getting 20-25 mana per turn on a bad day. And the Hydra's all queued up, and I get an extra swap off it. Oh, this is just like a war crime at this point. Nope, not right now. Nope, not right now. So if you're playing a high destruction type of opponent where they like to really nuke your creatures, like for example, they gave Fetid Imp Death Touch and Reach, which implies Defender, so I just rammed into it and died. Boom, second creature all set to go, and it's a Hydra. Definitely like this. So this is one of the better Planeswalkers. I mean, she is comparatively weak, but if you put like 21 cost creatures and 23 cost spells, for example, in your deck, she's really not that weak. I mean, you got to get her going. It takes a while, so against a speed deck, it's a little rough, but hey. Oh boy. I don't think I even need mana at this point. I need cards. There we go. Now we're talking. Try and get 2 of these off in a row because they're the only one that's going to hit the field. I'd be ashamed to lose that, but if I don't do it, they'll do it. Oh, wait. Oh, no, they're still going to do it. Now they're definitely going to do it. It's 4 in a row. Oh, well. Hydra gets bigger. Here's the thing about the Hydra. Every single time that any player matches 3 green or more, it gains +2/+2 permanently. Oh, there it is again. Oh, Mage Ring Responder, he's terrible. Wow, they're generating some mana of their own, but it's not going to do anything. And there's that green match again. So you really can't avoid it yourself, and your opponent can't avoid it. You're just going to generate green. I mean, it's just going to happen. There we go. There's my 5 matcher. Oh, wow. Oh, these conversions are getting out of control. Oh my gosh. I love this deck. It's so much fun to play as Nissa. Even at low levels, I would say that at level 1, she is by far the most powerful Planeswalker. There we go. No, I don't need to. I am definitely using her second ability, though, to win the game next turn. Ouch. Oh, I don't even need it. Oh, that's right. He has Defender. Oh, wow. Oh, that Hydra gets out of control really quick. I think it summons as a 1-1, but it just never stays there, not with this deck. And there's another 5 in a row, so I get an extra swap even after this. Oh, the patterns, they're so pretty. I almost should put more like spells in here, like a 15-cost spell. Well, it's not killing unless it's overkilling. Ouch. My Hydra's even bigger. I feel bad, but then again, I don't. Ouch. So that's Nissa for you. So as you can see, the gameplay varies greatly between the 5 different major cheap planeswalkers that you can acquire pretty easily. I should also mention that there are dual color planeswalkers. There's also currently an alternative version of Jace out there. There's some really cool ones that you can get. There's all kinds of different colors and strategies, and they all come with their own deck. I've got one more video coming down the pipeline really soon showing how to be exceptionally good at the game and how to up your probability of generating more mana. So look for that, and I will see you guys next video.